Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name's Eveiii and I thought it would be fun to do a crochet vlog, bringing you guys with me through a week of crochet things. I'm gonna be honest with you, this is the outro, so I know how the week went. I went to look at the footage that I had filmed earlier, and the intro that I originally filmed was super blurry, so I'm speaking because I know I was able to start and finish one project, start another project, and then I update you guys on a few other things. If you guys want to see me work on some crochet, talk some crochet, then this is a video to stick around for. My current main project right now is the Sweet Hour top by Crochet with Corazon. This has been working up super quick. I did all this yesterday. This was maybe 3-4 hours worth of work. And just for reference, I'm typically a size, I'm XL, double XL, depends, 1, 2X kind of thing. I made this a smidge small because I just know this is just gonna stretch out through me wearing it, and I'd rather have the boobies nice and supported. So yeah, I don't think I have much more to do. I'm not gonna add a ton of length to this because I want to wear it with a maxi skirt, and I wear those pretty high. Might as well just finish this today and then be able to focus solely on the next one, because my next test is a big one, and then I have one personal project going, which I'll show you guys in a little bit. And I'm gonna keep chipping away at this. I thought I told myself no more pattern tests for the rest of 2023, but I just couldn't. I knew, I don't know, I loved this design, so I had to test it. My whole thing with the pattern testing is that I burn myself out because I take on too many big projects, but I don't consider this a big project. My other project is a Tapestry sweater. That is a big project. At one point I was either taking on too many small projects, or I was taking on with smaller deadlines, or I was taking on too many big projects. Regardless of the deadline, big projects are big projects. It's 12:51 right now, and I'm just gonna keep working on this while I watch Below Deck Med. So I'll check back in with you. Hopefully I should finish this before I have to go pick up my daughter from school. We shall see. It is 2:03 and I've gotten about this far on the side panel. I'm not bored, I'm just I'm bored. My attention span in the afternoon is non-existent. And then I'll pick this back up later. Still good progress. I also need to measure around myself because I know that this stitch stretches, so I want to make this at least 6 inches smaller than my measurement, so that way I can account for it stretching. And I think I didn't tell you guys what yarn I'm using. I'm using Big Twist. This is the color Ivory, and this was a full skein when I started, so I'm definitely this is definitely a one skein project. This is 347 meters or 170 grams. So all right, I'm taking a break, but you guys will see me in a second. So it is much later now. The kids are home, if you can't hear them. I've been running into some difficulties with this camera because it's nice, but I have to be in a specific spot for it to stay focused on me, which is really frustrating. So behind me, we're up in my room because behind me I have my whip cabinet. I mean, it's home to some other things like diapers, but I usually keep extra hooks and hooks I'm not currently using for projects up here, and then my projects down here. They're out of there because again, I can't go back there without the camera losing focus. So I want to show you guys some other projects I have going on right now. I mentioned a personal project, and that would be a hexagon cardigan for my little sister. I started this back in September when she came to visit. She picked out the color and it's really cute. I have both hexagons done. I just need to add width to the back, potentially add a hood, and then add some ribbing. Add some length too, because she's a tall one. She's a tall girly. I think I can have it done for Christmas. If not, a New Year's gift. Might be a little bit better because she's the only sibling I've crocheted anything for this year, and I have 7 siblings. Next project I have started but is definitely not a priority. It's just in here, so I want to show you guys. Is a hexagon cardigan with this Karen chunky cakes in the color Galaxy Macaroons. But I don't know if I'm loving it. I don't know if a hexagon cardigan is what I want to use this yarn for. I think I should make more of a pullover. I've really been liking, like, this isn't crochet obviously, but like an oversized pullover has just been my go-to recently. My mom fit. So yeah, those are the personal projects I have going on. I guess another personal project, when I was moving, I came across this. I had stuff in like bins in my basement from in our last house that I uncovered when I moved to this house, and one of the things I uncovered was this car seat blanket I made for my daughter when she was an infant. I made it just long enough where I could like tuck it in the car seat and it wouldn't be like drooping over and like brushing up on the floor. So I have this, which coincidentally I also have this pillow insert, which was from when we got married. The venue we got married at, as like a wedding gift, they gave us a pillow with a pillowcase that had our like last name on it and our wedding date, but our cat shredded it. So I just have the insert, but look at how perfectly it fits around this. Like, it literally, all I have to do is just seam it up. Yes, I like this idea. And then I want to show you guys the yarn I'm using. I am testing the Barbie pullover. It's a Tapestry sweater by Eveiii. I'll put her username on the screen. Crochet. But you use 4 colors for this project. I already had these in my stash. So this is the yarn I picked. It is all Caron Simply Soft. This is the color Orchid. This color Blackberry. This one is Country Blue and Lavender Blue. Yeah, those are my colors. Probably tomorrow I will be able to get around to doing the gauge swatch for that sweater. I started it, but I think I found like the combination of hook for this yarn. It is a pretty lightweight weight for yarn. So anyways, that's what I got on for other projects. I'll check back in later. I need to go check on my kids. Hello. I apologize for the orangeness of me right now. I haven't updated y'all in almost 2 days, but I haven't made much progress either, so I wanted to show you guys. This is the bralette I was working on. I mean, I guess I did make a lot of progress. I did end up finishing the back, and then I got around to scallops around the edge, and now I'm working on the straps. And this stitch stretches so much. So I took my measurement for the band. I made this band, I think 7 inches smaller than my measurement to account for stretching. It's perfect. So like, I'm so grateful I thought to do that. I've used a stitch before and it stretched before, so I knew from trial and error in the past, but I do know that I want support, so I need to try this on and make sure that these straps are long enough, because I need them to support me. After I do these are meant to be like cross in the back like an X. Then I add scallops around like the front part. It's actually very comfortable. Yeah, that's the progress so far on this. And then status on the yarn is that I have this much left. So definitely playing yarn chicken. I think I could make it with like the final details with this much yarn if my straps are where they need to be. If they need to be longer, then no. But I have another skein of this yarn, so it's all good. Also, in yarn news, I went to Joann's today. Last we spoke, I showed you guys that I have my yarn picked out for my next project, which were these 4. I went today and I picked up this pink. This will be the color scheme instead of the dark blue. I just like this better, I think. Maybe next time I check in with you guys, I will tell you guys about projects I recently finished, like the Norah Jumper, because I don't think I've done that already. Yeah, so I want to tell you guys, show you guys some projects I recently finished. And that's it for this update. So this is the final update I'm going to do in this video, but then I realized there were a few things I wanted to talk about that I didn't talk about. So I haven't been the best at picking up the camera. And I ended up finishing the Sweet Hour top. That was really fun to make. So I don't know if I mentioned earlier, but definitely the first bralette I've ever made. And then I've started the Tapestry sweater. Look at how cool this is. And look at how pretty. This is the right side. In case you're curious, it's my wrong side, which doesn't look awful. And then I haven't worked at all on my sister's hexagon cardigan, which I think is fine if it goes after Christmas, because I didn't make anything else for my other siblings. So by that time, maybe I'll have like a late winter, early spring package for all my siblings. I also realized I don't think I talked to you guys about the pieces that I finished recently. So I made that video on all my scrap yarn, gathering all my scrap yarn whilst going through my yarn. And I ended up making the Norah Jumper Dress. I actually wear this piece a lot. I wish, and I can always do this, but I wish I made it a little bit longer because it's a good length now, but I think it would be even more fun if it was like, I wouldn't make it completely maxi because I know over time it's gonna like weigh itself down, but it would be really cool if it was like mid-calf length. I think that'd be really fun. And then also finished this super pink solid hexagon cardigan. I actually finished it, did the ribbing, did it super wide, like the ribbing, because I don't know, I was playing around with measurements with hexagon cardigans, and I found that I needed to make the ribbing really wide to overcompensate for like, to make up for the fact that I added so many rows in the back, if that makes sense. But then it sat weird, like the buttons, it buttoned weird, it didn't feel comfortable, and I had planned for it to be super oversized, like super comfy. I had plenty of yarn, so I wore it around for a little bit. I didn't like the feel of it, so I ended up frogging all the ribbing and then redesigning the front. I added more rows to the front, and then did I do ribbing? I don't think I did. I think I just did single crochet. But anyways, it made it more of like a, I don't know what you would call them, like a cardigan kind of style, where it comes together in the front. And then what else did I finish recently? My daughter's hoodie. Finished that. That had been in the works since July. That's the first sweatshirt I've actually added a hood to. She loves it. She picked out these ice cream buttons that I don't see lasting forever on the sweater, but it's okay because I can always replace buttons. And then I finished this little sweatshirt for my son, and it is so cute on him. It's a little short, not too short, a little short, and it just makes me want to make him so many more sweaters because he is so cute in that. That's pretty much it. If you want to stay up to date, I always post about my tests in like real time over on my Instagram, so following me on Instagram is the best place to be if you want to see my makes as they're fresh off the hook. My Instagram handle is emz, which is emz.stitches, same as here. It's the same over on TikTok. Thank you guys for bearing with me in this first vlog. I want to do more vlogs, so I'm just gonna have to get used to this kind of thing because these are my favorite videos to watch. I just need to figure out the best way to film them. If you had a favorite part in this vlog or not so favorite part, please let me know. I'm always looking to improve myself and my content. I want to make something that's enjoyable to you, and maybe it's enjoyable for me to make. I just haven't thought of it yet. So if there's anything you'd like to see, also any like other kinds of videos, don't know if a tutorial is in my future anytime soon. Those videos are a little tricky for me to film, but I love vlogs, so I want to figure out best way for me to film them that makes sense. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, I appreciate you so much, and I hope to see you in a future vlog video. Until next time, bye guys.